Hello, good evening from my side as well. I'll try to be very brief so we can get going with the inputs. Just a little background, as Jada mentioned, this is an EU-funded project. It's called a small-scale partnership, and as such, it is a consortium of three organizations. One is called Humus, which Jada and I are part of. We are based in Austria. We work with social movements, providing training and consulting them on issues regarding group processes and skills that they need for their work. And now I would invite Agatha and someone from OeAD-GmbH to say 2 sentences about your respective organizations.
Thank you, Laura. I can start. I'm from Czas Kultury from Poland. We are an association that published 2 journals. They are mostly about culture, but we are very involved in social movements and social issues. I will pass it to Masha or Maria.
Yes, hi, I'm also here. My name is Masha, and I'm here on behalf of OeAD-GmbH. More of my colleagues will join, hopefully, but a bit later. So we are working in an educational collective, which you can also see from the name. It's educational and a cat, black cat on our logo. Our work consists of different educational formats that encourage people to deal more consciously with power and diversity, and we do a lot of workshops and apply for different projects, and Skills4Crisis is one of them, as the topic of awareness, care, activism, and also diversity. That's that. I'll be short.
All right, thank you very much. And so you know what kind of a context this event is embedded in. I just want to say a few words about the background of the project or the way we work. So first of all, we start from a point where we acknowledge that ecological tipping points have already happened and social collapses and multiple crises have been reached, and that they will be our reality, but that they also are a reality for many people and for many places in the world. And we're trying to embrace this thought and deal with questions, feelings, and processes that come up as a result. And we try to do this in a way where we leave this solving and saving Western mindset that we've probably all of us have trained in school and society. And we want to explore what kind of skills civil society organizations, communities, and social movements need in order to react in solidarity in times of crisis, in order to act more than react. And as such, we want to learn from the past, because that's important, support healing in the present, and also shape the way we enter our future. At this point, I would like to acknowledge that our work is based on the work of many other people, of frontline communities, people of color, thinkers, and indigenous knowledge. Many peoples have lived through a sort of end of the world before, and we're very conscious of that. We want to acknowledge it while respecting the differences that we have with our own European white backgrounds. And we do not only want to quote knowledge from other contexts, but also try out some practices and approaches. They might feel uncomfortable or unknown at first, but it is important for us to not just cherry pick what we think sounds interesting. So part of our work is also unlearning patterns, capitalist patterns that were brought to us where we are right now. We try to be as inclusive as possible with our work and reduce barriers wherever possible. This means for us in the context of the project that most resources will be available in all 3 project languages, German, English, and Polish, and that we try to use simple language that's not only accessible to an academic bubble. When we work in the project, we divided this huge topic of Skills4Crisis into 5 streams of thought. centering mental health, fighting for transnational justice, facing extreme weather, solidarity with people on the move, and strengthening civil society work. Along these streams of thought we will work. And how and what will we work? There will be an online event today. There will be 5 online workshops, 1 on each stream of thought, 5 in-person workshops in Germany, Austria, and Poland, and 6 podcast episodes and a zine where we will try to share our learnings and a network event. These are all points where we're very happy to see some of you again, to participate in some of the workshops or come to a network event. So if you are interested, stay in touch. This is how. We have a website, we have Instagram accounts, and we have an email address. I will post them in the chat in a little bit. And finally, as part of an EU-funded project, this event is free of charge. If you can and if you want to, we do appreciate donations to support the work we do. I will also post this in the chat, but only do so if you can at the moment. And with that, I hand back to you.